openings, which gave some interesting things, like a little pocket into the elemental plane of water that was specifically tainted so that it would constantly produce some sort of whiskey. So yeah, that was fun. Whisker. Shortly thereafter, there was some sort of curse laid upon Pedro's feet, and then yeah, that was the majority of what went on. On the other side, in Urithiru, the group had themselves a stealth mission. Two of the group went up and found Dabid and kind of reconvened. While the other two in the group decided to go and find themselves Relaine, pull him from the line, and then proceed to hike his merry ass up to the broom closet, which is now getting, at this point, relatively overstuffed. Cal is a very tired boy, as even when he does get sleep, it seems as if it doesn't contribute to any sort of wakefulness. And yeah, that was pretty much where we were at. The Urithiru group is currently just kind of in a holding pattern, waiting until the tower sprint either A, reveals the location of the last node, or B, the enemies find it. And they figure it'll be relatively soon. But there is a few other things going on. There's an attempt to perhaps convince Leshwi, the head fused of the Heavenly Ones, over to your guys' side, as well as some need to scout out Navani's current captive situation and see if perhaps a rescue mission could be planned. Anyways, with that, we'll go ahead and, since we're still missing a Jake, do the Shadesmar group first.
All
right, I'm back from my poop. Are we starting?
Yes,
yeah,
we're
with
starting. I
Shadesmar.
just got done with the recap. So, Shadesmar group.
Flawless timing on my part.
You guys are currently on the ship, about an hour away from Lasting Integrity, the home city of the Honor Spren. And as you're looking in the horizon, you're actually starting to see it appear. It looks like a very rectangular tower that just jets up so high into the sky. But yeah, you guys have about an hour until you arrive. What y'all doing?
Well, I'm trying to see if Adolin wants any whiskey.
Adolin is currently passed the fuck out after taking a couple gut wounds, so he's not really taking much.
Can I go over to where he's resting?
Yeah.
And just fill a water skin with my whiskey? Just take my little pouch and fill it up.
Oh, sure.
For him.
Yes.
He gave me a few drinky poos. I figure returning the favor. And if it's whiskey, he'll know it's me.
It's not great. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's like a baby step beneath Jameson.
Okay.
Jim Beam.
Yeah, Jim Beam is probably. Yeah,
I feel like that's a good spot.
Yeah.
So it's not bad, but it's
just not great.
It's not good.
It's not so much its qualities that are sticking out to you. It's lack of qualities.
Yeah, it's whiskey, but it's not like flavorful whiskey. Okay.
It's drinker's drink.
Well, Lel, what do you say we Oh wait, am I still compelled?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I need to know because I need to know if I'm opening this jar or not.
Still can't open the jar. Yeah.
Hey Pedro,
Hey, Pedro.
Uh-huh.
Read this book.
Read what book?
I'm gonna hand him the book that has given me seizures.
Okay.
No, I already decided that book was creepy when you bought it.
Doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter. You pick it up. And you start reading. Can I get a wisdom save for me, please?
Wait, that's the compulsion that I have?
Bummer, bro.
I might kill Mr. Cam. This is too funny to actually do it.
You open up the book and you're going and you're going and you're going, and all of a sudden you see you see his eyes just roll into the back of his head as he starts foaming at the mouth and collapses onto the ground.
That same thing happens to me too. I wonder if this book just gives people seizures. I'm gonna just put it back in the bag.
Okay, you put it back in the bag.
I'm gonna let Pedro seize there for a while, and I'm just gonna go meditate in silence.
As
Brother,
you do,
you're not supposed to just let seizing people just seize bad things happen.
I think I rolled like a natural 1 on my health check, my
No,
medicine.
that
That was him. I rolled a 5 on my
was a
medicine. I don't know that.
Yeah, not my
Well,
problem.
that was last time. You gotta roll another one, please.
As you do,
Okay. I'll roll one more
you're
time.
like,
And then
yeah,
I'll
I
walk away.
probably shouldn't do anything, but I probably should do something. In any case, as you are kind of shuffling the book back into your bag, you do notice the one with that was the very special book with Adalausium and all the other names, as well as the Elantris book, which seems to be the what would we say? The origin of your Unitum-based magic system, like whatever the precursor was to the Unitum magic system.
I have an hour. Can I read one of those books?
Not fully, but you could certainly get into some parts. Which one do you want to do, and what part are you trying to go for?
I would like to go for. Let's learn the history of the Unitum magic.
Okay. Go ahead and do a investigation check as you pull out the book. On the cover, embossed, you see it essentially says a brief telling of Elantrian history. And as you go through it, you do indeed start to find an interesting story. Basically, in Elantris, there was this random event that would happen, usually, if not once a day, then once every couple days, where a person in the population would suddenly essentially have their skin turned into kind of this silvery color along with their hair, and then have access to making these sigils that could do theoretically just about anything. They were often considered gods, and then they were basically immediately shipped off to Elantris, which was the city of the gods. Within using those sigils, they applied them to many things, including more permanently to buildings or weapons or anything of the sort in order to enhance them in some specific way, as well as creating things called aeons, which were kind of like it was sentience bound to these runes that were then housed in a vessel that essentially could operate as a couple different things: a general assistant or a communication apparatus, as the aeons could connect to each other if they so desired as well. So you could communicate basically across. Within the scope of the book, it says the world. However, it is postulated that it could stretch between even realms. But yeah, that's about what you get in your hour of reading.
Okay. Does it talk about creating one of these aeons?
It doesn't go into specifics yet. Yeah, you read like the first, like the opening couple chapters, which is kind of giving you like a general overview.
Okay. Cool beans. Thank you very much.
Yep. And then Pedro, after about 5 minutes, you eventually find yourself coming back to consciousness with a just bunch of spit dried down the side of your face.
Oh, you're back.
What did you do to me?
Did you learn anything?
You do still see
asshole.
You still do see the words of the book like burned into the back of your retina, like you looked at the sun too long.
Do
I
you
learned that you're an asshole.
do you hear anything?
Oh, my ears are still ringing from smacking against the ground.
Not you, Pedro, but you, Lowell. You'll hear in the background just, "You'll never escape us. We're not going anywhere," and 50 other things at the same time.
Okay. Huh. Never mind. Well, I think that book just causes seizures, so I don't think you should read it anymore.
It seems like a good gift for Varix.
Yeah, you might like it. I don't think he can read though, so
I'm sorry. I just wanted to see your random reaction.
Lord.
Well, what do you think I should use this last monkey paw that I resummoned back for?
I don't know. Is there something that we need?
Well, I have brutally failed at trying to bring my brother back.
Yeah, you've kind of caused a lot of mayhem, if I do say so myself.
Yeah,
As
this
you
is the chance to either fix it or cause more.
as you
What
mention
do
it,
you
you
think I
look
should
up
do?
at the little hand mirror that you have with the gym at top. Still, you just don't see anything in it.
I thought I just couldn't see myself.
Oh yeah, no, you just don't see yourself, but you can see like the environment.
Oh yeah, I was like, well, it's gone from just myself to nothing. Like I was worried.
No, it's getting worse.
He's a vampire.
The world's vampire. It's a warehouse.
Well, you look like you're contemplating something, but I don't
Yes,
think
I'm
I
coming
want to.
up with several bad ideas.
Yeah, I don't think I want to know any of those.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm very sure.
You can't tell him.
What?
You can't tell him whatever it is that you're thinking about.
Yeah, I hate this. Well, now suddenly I don't want to tell you.
Good. I'm glad.
Well,
Whatever you're doing, make it quick because I think we're getting there soon.
fuck. All right.
You have
Well,
5 minutes to decide.
okay. Well, we're gonna go with the option that was my last thought. That was really, really bad. Well, I've always wished that I could have a pet chasm fiend.
Oh.
that was under my control.
Okay. And this is technically the coke nail one too. So
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Alright.
All right. So am I rolling for quadruple or nothing?
Do you want to?
Yeah, it asks me every time, and I have to say yes.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. roll
All right.
roll ED20.
Four,
He's gonna do
okay,
it this time.
I'm just saying, I had 4, and 3
He's
of them
gonna do
went
it this time.
bad. We're about to be batting 20% here, ladies and gentlemen. 20% when this fails.
No, this one's gonna work.
Thanks, Lowell. I was trying to jinx it the other way.
No, I had a good feeling that it was gonna work, but then you
Well,
had to
get a
go
good
jinx-
feeling that we're about
you had
to
to
fight a
jinx
giant
my
chasm.
bad feeling the other way. Well, I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what to say here, brother.
All right. Well, like I said, that monkey's paw. I couldn't roll well for it, lol. So I can't. This is gonna be bad.
Well,
Trace
it's okay.
contemplating this long when I mentioned the word chasm fiend is not. We're about to die.
Yeah, at least we.
On the bright side, I do have the jar.
That you cannot open right now.
Well, he hasn't said that yet.
You said it last time.
Oh, well. Lowell, you could have just said, yeah, maybe not do that right now, and then it would have all been over.
I did. Those
No,
were
you
pretty
said
much
whatever you're
those.
gonna do, make it fast, and then Trace was like, you have 5 minutes to decide what you're doing with this thing.
Well, I mean, 5 minutes was an ample amount of time to continue contemplating. I think you kind of maybe rushed into that one because out of the 5 minutes, you maybe took 45 seconds to pull the trigger on that one. I mean,
Well, it was either that one or the one that could have fucked literally everybody in this Discord plus Jade over that I
okay, well,
messaged you.
I mean, that could have been really bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
that could have and would have been even worse.
Yeah. Well,
Because it quadruple or nothing. My 8.
Hmm. Okay. Higher, lower.
Well, yep, we're fucked.
This is so dumb.
Yeah, it is dumb, Trace. I'm a stupid person.
You as you see the coke nail curl and then crumble into dust, you watch as that dust seemingly catches the no wind that exists in Shadesmar and just slowly carries it for probably a good couple 100 feet. And then you'll see as there's this big arcane flash as this massive chasm fiend, I'm talking Godzilla sized, appears, and you see from it a overgrowing Jim Hart with Stormlight just pulsing and seeming to fully drip out of it in as if condensed liquid form. And as this stormlight leaks, you'll see as the beads around it slowly start to kind of swaddle up towards it, and it kind of encases it as if there is a chasm bead at the middle of a massive, like tornado of beads. Okay, it notices you guys. See if it cares. Okay, it doesn't care. You're going to see as it bellows its strange, like four trumpet sound, looks over at you, and then starts going in the opposite direction, seemingly towards some invisible thing that it is looking for. You will notice that it is heading towards the what looks like expanse of densities.
Can I see the map of the worlds again? I need to know how bad this is going to hurt us in the future.
Do remember, this is Wit's map, and it is significantly older than the more updated Shadesmar map.
Okay. Well, bad things are going to happen.
Anyways, that'll be interesting later on.
Guys, I have fucked future us so hard.
Yes. Don't forget, there is a alternate version of you currently seeming to wreak havoc on the other side of the world. So
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to get back and do that. I
Yeah,
thought that me
forgot about
teleporting us
that
out of here.
one.
No, I had not. That was the
I
original
did.
idea between me asking that dude to get us out of Shadesmar, so that we could go deal with the mess that I have made.
Yeah, well, now we're stuck.
Yeah.
anyways, Pedro, you have another about 50 minutes or so before you guys reach lasting integrity. You doing anything else?
Drinking heavily.
Okay, unsafe. Okay, you're hanging in there. Okay, that's all you're doing though.
Brother, I'm afraid to do anything else at this point. Like, Shadesmar cursed Lowell last time he was here. Shadesmar it picks one of the two of us and royally
It
bends us
hasn't been
over
much better to me here this time round, so
considerably comparatively to me. It's been better.
yeah. Well, you've been doing a lot of stupid things too, so
I
I've been
always
laying
do
low.
stupid things.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
then-
I mean, it's been par for the course.
But usually my stupid things, one of them will work out.
Yeah, this is true. I think you're what over a lot.
I am 0 for like 20 at this point in time. Actually, I might be 1 for 20 because I did ask that guy to give us some way to catch up to Adolin, which we did do.
Then boom, look at that. See, you are right on par. But that's okay. We're gonna get out of this.
If I had hit the 69 right there, I wanted a redo of my monkey paw.
Good lord. Alrighty. Cool. So you guys go through your next 50-ish minutes of traveling. You will moor on a rocky outcropping not too far away from lasting integrity and basically bed down for the night. in the morning, you are expected to head out to the location and speak to the Spren. So, if there's any other reading or things that you wish to do prior to that event, scouting, anything of the sort, now would be the time to do it.
Well, I mean, our compass was pointing to my compass is pointing to something that will help us with the negotiation. And you
Yes.
said it was in this general area.
Yeah, it seems to be, it kind of like shifts around a bit, but most of what you're getting really is from Maya, the Deadeye that is Adelin's sword's Spren.
Right. Noted.
Uh,
I'm still not doing anything else. I'm afraid will happen today.
okay. How long are you staying up?
How long am I staying up drinking?
Yeah, just staying up in general. At what time are you trying to pass out?
Now, Pedro's had a long day.
Okay. So you pass out as soon as humanly possible. Lol, what are you doing?
You said we could scout the area. I
Can
don't
certainly try.
know. Yeah, okay. Let's give it a shot and see what I can do. I'm
Okay.
Perceptive and somewhat sneaky.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start off with the stealth check, and we'll go from there. Okay, very good. Yeah, as you head out, are you heading directly for lasting integrity, or are you kind of trying to find the general area? What's your goal?
Yeah. I think probably the safest path. Well, I mean, is the path to lasting integrity pretty safe and straight,
Yeah,
or
so it's you're seeing a lot of foliage actually in this area, which is interesting. They're kind of these like very strange looking trees that are almost glassy, and if you like try to touch one, they'll crack like crystal. That's odd. Um, but yeah, no, once there's kind of like this general sparse forest all along the bank here, and then there's a what looks like kind of longer rocky outcropping that's being used as a bridge to this much larger kind of platform where lasting integrity just rises directly into the air in a very interesting way. It's very, for how tall it is, it really should have collapsed by now, but
do I see a way to get in?
um, getting in with a 28, go ahead and roll a perception check.
I don't think I want to go in yet. I just want to see if there's a way in.
Yeah, as you kind of get closer and closer, you're able to spot, looks like there's a couple of different possible entrances. First things first, you are seeing that, of course, there's these main central gates. They're definitely the most direct and easiest way in. Down beneath, in kind of the lower parts of the platform, you're seeing what appears to be a carved out dock space where there's several ships that appear to be either setting off or depositing some sort of cargo for the city. And lastly, with a 17, you are noticing that it looks like there might be a few side entrances that are less used, but you'd have to go up the main bridge and then kind of go around unless you found a way to go from the lower platform to the upper platform area.
Okay. I am going to take this information back and share it with my friendly teammates.
Okay. As you walk in, you'll see Shalon seemingly having a moment. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Okay. I'm okay with these.
Okay. You don't know. You don't know what version of Shallan this is. Like regular Shallan. She's the artsy one. Vale. She's kind of the more rough and tumble, like spy one. And then you know that there's Radiant, kind of the more prim and proper, ideal Knights Radiant sort of personality. What you're getting from this one is like hollowness, which is very odd.
Hollowness.
But you see her just staring at a box, basically. Not too far away, there's Adolin sleeping in the next room, and then there is Notum, the honor sprint that you guys helped save, seemingly recovering from his many stab wounds as he kind of recorporeates himself.
This room feels very odd. It's soft. Are you okay?
You're talking to Shallan?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Lil, I'm fine. It's all okay.
That doesn't sound very reassuring. Do you want to talk about something?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna walk away from this.
Okay, you walk away.
Uh, I am gonna go find Pedro and let him know about these entrances.
Okay, you find Pedro halfway into a drunken stupor, and you slap him a few times. Pedro, do you find your way to wakefulness?
I'm gonna give him a giant middle finger and roll back over.
Hey, Pedro, wake up and listen to what I have to tell you.
You shoot upright, your eyes wide open. And you look directly at him.
I love this. So I found a couple entrances to get into this place, and I know that there's a main entrance that it looks really easy to get into, but I have a bad feeling. I have a bad feeling about that one, but I did notice there's a couple entrances on the side, and I think that we should find a way to use those.
Right. Let's get some sleep first before I shove my spear up one of your easy exit entrances.
You know, I'm just gonna act like you didn't say that, and I'm gonna let you go to sleep. But don't talk to me like that in the future.
This goes against a very hard nature that Trace had to tell me about Pedro.
Yes. Unfortunately, whatever magic is currently compelling you does indeed supersede it.
Jesus. Yeah, there's a very specific thing in my personality I was told to act out, and you just countered it. So I get in a way, thank you, but also fuck you,
I'm
because
really
you've now
enjoying
made this
this.
part of my personality that I've been trying to cultivate really hard.
Well,
Uh,
if the wait, what was it that gave you that? Was it the jar?
I'll message you because you are the only one now
No, no,
not.
no, no. Was it the
it
jar
was the
that
jar.
gave?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. The jar was good for one thing. There we go. I'm happy about this.
No, no, this is not a good thing.
Anyways, Lil, are you You doing
Be
any
right
more
back.
reading before you go to bed?
Yes, I would like to do some more reading before I go to bed.
Elantris or about Edelaz?
Yeah, I want to keep reading about Elantris.
Okay. Investigation, please.
Investigation. Fuck.
Okay. As you start getting into like the this second third of this book, you really feel yourself kind of starting to slow down a bit with it. It starts getting into kind of the technicalities of Elantris itself, and you're like, they just keep fucking talking about the city shape and about how it was specifically made for this reason or that reason, and blah, 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 blah. After like 2 hours of this, you're like, I can't read anymore.
I'm getting tired. All right, I'm going to bed. Fuck this.
You go to bed, and we will go ahead and get back to you on the tomorrow. But first, on the other side of the world, in a
Wait,
place.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Just as a background knowledge. Did Adolin try and drink from that water flask thinking that it was water and have a sudden realization that it was not?
Adolin has not woken up yet.
Oh, okay.
He's still very passed out.
Because I just thought about that. I was just like, man's in a coma, and I was trying to do something nice. I think I may have been a dick.
What the fuck is this? Okay. As Varix, Garrick, you two come to, you will see. Let's see. One of the two of you, higher or lower?
Higher.
Hey, right?
Okay. You'll see Cal has seemingly stayed awake through the night, adding another exhaustion point to him, but not having been attacked by psychic dreams.
Win-win.
So he seems less crazy, maybe.
I mean, he didn't really seem crazy before. He seemed tired, and he is still very tired.
But the
Are we
dreams
still
have
able to
been
pump
making him.
Stormlight through ourselves to keep ourselves awake?
Yeah, you can increase your wakefulness if you so desire.
I'm gonna try to help him out a little bit and make him feel a little more rested with some Stormlight.
Okay. Yeah, he
Feel rested, but not actually rested.
yes, you ameliorate the disadvantage on checks, but everything else still applies.
That's fine.
As roll a medicine check.
Medicine. I don't think I have very good medicine. I have decent medicine.
Um, you are getting the vibe that he's currently rolling up to about third level exhaustion.
It's not the worst, but it's not great. It's about mid-tier. 3 more of those and he dies.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Yeah, exhaustion is technically weird in this in this place. You guys just haven't experienced it yet, but yeah. So you're getting the vibe with a 17. Next up, his maximum hit points are halved, and then on 5th level, speed reduced to 0.
Yep.
These can be counteracted with Stormlight, but
It's only going to be a temporary fix. A band-aid on a broken wound.
yeah. So
Open wound. Jesus, my brain.
hey, Houston. Yeah. What are you doing? You see, it appears as if Pelinar and Lift are also currently passed out. David is chilling in the corner, seemingly playing with just some yarn that he found. And then there is Relaine, who is also fast asleep.
Sorry, I'm fucking tired.
Mhm.
Fucking, I can't think.
Currently, 2 things left on the docket. Either a send Relaine to try to talk to Leshwi, or B, try to talk to Leshwi yourselves, or you guys can go and scout out Navani and her current holdings.
What would you like to do, Garrick?
Giovanni?
Yeah,
It just kind of seems like the right thing to do right now at this point.
I agree.
I don't feel like we need to, because I feel like the other one's like, hey, we're done with this place. And
Yeah, I feel that.
Okay. Cool.
fighting a stomach ache right now, so I'm like walking around in circles over here.
Yeah, no bueno. But yeah, okay. So are you guys slapping on some illusions?
Yes, I will
Okay.
use 2 Stormlight to give us decent illusions.
Okay. What is your what is the illusion of choice?
Fucking. I mean, it's just been the fused every time.
Okay. You doing double fused? You doing a Parshendi and a fused? What you doing?
Double fused. We'll just go straight double fused this time.
Okay.
Let's do
Any
it.
specific type of fuse that you're vibing with?
Hit the random, man.
Okay.
Hit the random. Give me something goofy. Want to drink that goof juice.
Okay.
Goose juice. We're the goat, man. Fucking goated.
Go. Go. Go.
My stomach.
No bueno, man. No buenos.
Fucking
No
killing
bueno.
me, dude.
Okay. Garrick, you will go ahead and get a much kind of huskier form, and you'll notice that there's kind of a thick carapace. You do recognize this as being the ones that could manipulate their carapace into various different weapons.
Oh, all my muscle went to my stomach.
Number 2, Varix, you are.
We did just get raided by 21 people.
Fuck.
Hello, welcome everybody. Life before death, Radiance.
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Roll for the initiative, folks. We're here. Crits. Oh my goodness. Hello.
Hi, fellows.
It's time.
It is time. You will go ahead and see what appears to be a smaller, more scrabbly version of the fused for Varix, with what appears to be various little spikes. You're noticing this as the one that was stabbing the shit out of you guys last battle and dealing a fuck ton of damage with individual attacks.
I feel like they all do that.
Yeah, he was the teleporty one that shanked
Oh.
you. He was the rogue, basically.
Sweet. I love that.
Yeah. But okay. With those, yeah, you already rolled a decent check last time for it. You do have the natural rhythms to your voice. However, you would need more Stormlight later on if somebody was to speak to you in a different language that you did not know. So, in any case, you guys are visually all good to go for now. You taking the lift, or what's your plan?
I mean, the lift isn't the best way to move.
She is the stealthiest.
No, like the lift that takes us up and down.
Oh. See, that's fucking
rules.
with me.
You're good. I got you.
Okay. Cool. Y'all get onto the lift from your 6th ring and start making your way down into the basement.
Make it away.
The
Could I get
basement.
stealth checks from you guys at advantage?
I get advantage?
Yeah, because of
Mhm.
me.
Ooh, they're gonna be
Thank God
back
for
after
advantage.
getting food. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh God, thank God for advantage is correct. That's dramatically better than what I just rolled, and nobody saw that.
Okie dokie.
I almost stubbed my toe, but I didn't.
Okay.
Almost, but no.
As the both of you make your way down to the bottom, you will once again notice the couple ranks of Parshendi that are kind of guarding the exterior of this. The singers are. What would you say? There are a few war forms in there. You're noticing that there are a few others in kind of forms of power, regals as they're called, and you will make your way kind of further into the hallway. To the right, once again, you see the pillar room with the bluish bubble that is surrounding the pillar itself. However, you are noticing that it appears to be somewhat discolored. There's a slight reddish hue that seems to be kind of spidering its way through it. And you'll notice as it kind of swirls, there is a general weakening to it that you're noticing. And it looks as if some of the initial outside layers have been chipped away. And then to the left, you will see the room through which Navani and Raboniel were spotted last time.
Okay.
That's not a bad start.
Do we feel like we need to do anything in this room?
Firstly, roll int checks, both of you. I know they're not great, but they are
Oh,
nonetheless what is needed.
I'm a -1 genius.
Yeah, you're smarter than me right now.
You are. Varix, you're like, oh shit, yeah, that node that we got to, of course it wasn't fully corrupted, but there was definitely some void light that got into it before we could halt the procedure. So you're recognizing that as what is currently swirling around inside that bubble.
Damn, we're so close.
You're getting the vibe that it's still going to be a decent while until it is fully broken. But it's definitely started the process.
Okay, that's good. All right.
That's a fucking start.
I agree, Garrick. It is a start. I don't know why I copied your accent.
I told you that.
You're a
I don't
trendsetter.
really question it. Go get her.
Can't see fucking shit out of this thing.
Well said.
All right, let's go check out the next room then. This is all right.
One more
Okay.
room over.
Cool. This time I will need another set of stealth checks.
Advantage still?
They are flat, but they have +5.
So 14.
10.
Fuck.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty. As you guys start pushing towards the doors, you will see what appear to be two kind of odd-looking fused look up at you and then kind of hold out their hand and say something in a language that you don't understand.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Inside it at all, kind of like.
Wait, can't I translate? No, I can only translate from paper. Oh, shit.
No, you can. You do have translatory. I don't know what the word is there. Abilities.
Translatory abilities. Okay.
Yes, but you will have to make physical contact with Varix Varix.
I just put a hand on his shoulder.
Okay. Yeah. If this is a 10 or higher, or no, an 11 or higher, they notice the use of Stormlight. If it's beneath that, they do not.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Oh,
they
thank
do not.
God.
All right. As you suddenly feel as if your ears are unstoppered, you look over and you catch the end of the sentence. And what business?
And what business? I guess I don't say anything because I don't know how to speak their language technically.
You can try.
With his, is that what his thing does also? Oh, I can
Yeah.
do both.
Yeah, Google Translate.
Communicator.
Oh,
Also, I'll be right back. I've got to go fucking like shit my brains out.
Yep, you go.
Oh, my stomach is fucking killing me.
um,
Really?
what business you're asking?
Yes, who sent you down here? We didn't know that those of your kind were here.
Well, then I don't know because she didn't get the memo.
Roll persuasion check.
I want to like act important. Oh my god, I hate everything.
Well, I don't think that there is anybody quite to the scale of Rabonio who could be here, so I'll ask again, state your business.
I'm spacing a name right now. Oh.
Who are you trying to remember?
It's one of the. I'm just having a brain fart altogether now.
It's all fucked. Are you thinking Leshwi?
Describe Leshwi though.
The head fused of the Heavenly Ones, the Windrunner version of fused, basically.
Yes.
Okay. What do you say?
I just say that we were sent to check on. Is Navani's like a part of their group, right?
Yes, her and her scholars were essentially bogarted and captured for various different research projects. So,
I'll just say that we were requested by him to come check on her and what she's got going on, basically.
before you out yourself through your words, Leshwi is a female. You are aware.
Oh yes, fuck me. Sorry.
All right, roll another persuasion check.
That wasn't great, but we're gonna stumble through this. Oh my god. It was almost a 2. It was almost a 2. It was almost a 2.
Lord.
I was about to
All
cry.
You see the fused before you. His eyes narrow a lot as they examine you. Fine. Our lady is currently out. Just don't disturb anything. And if Leshwi has any questions, you will have to come down and procure one of the fellows themselves.
Okay, sorry. She wasn't aware, I guess.
All right. You guys will find your way into the room. You'll see what looks like a larger carved out area. Looks like a bunch of individual.
You almost made me sweat right there.
Yeah. A bunch of individual workstations with various different scholars from what looks like all sorts of backgrounds working on a bunch of different projects, most of them with fabrial arts. So the manipulation of Sprin and Stormlight through physical metals and gemstones to produce various different effects. And as you're making your way in, roll perception check.
Okay. Can I have
I'll say
advantage
Garrett gives
'cause-
you advantage.
I was just say since Garrick isn't here.
Yeah.
You said perception?
Yeah.
Oh god. All right. I dig it.
Okay. Going through, you're seeing various different projects. It looks like some of them are working with various different types of weaponry. Some are working on what looks like little floating platforms. Others just various types of metal. It's an odd display. And then as you're getting closer to the back, you'll see what appears to be a secondary set of doors that are currently open, though there are a couple of guards on the outside. In there, with the 16, you do see Navani, and she appears to be bent over working on uh, what appears to be these strange kind of. They're odd devices that seem to be producing very odd rhythms about them. And you are seeing these gemstones. One of them seems to have this kind of reverse light that almost seems to suck in the surrounding light, and the other one is a more pulsing regular stormlight. And then you'll see what appears to be some sort of metal. It almost looks like a dagger connecting the two.
My.
But yeah, she is seemingly working away at this process. Yeah, besides that, you're seeing what looks to be a smaller library off to the right-hand side that is operating in relative emptiness. It appears to be just where scholars stand up and go and grab source material or reading material or anything related to their studies before returning back to their desks. However, it is distinctly unguarded.
Walk over there real quick.
Okay. As you stroll through, you are noticing that on the walls there appears to be those same strata lines with the various types of gemstones embedded within. And you're getting the sense that this is probably the only place where Navani could communicate with both the Tower Spren, the sibling, as well as you guys. This, yeah, one of the few areas where she'd have the chance to do so.
Do I have like the feeling that she's like the little glowy orb that we've been seeing on the wall?
Uh, she was directly communicating to you guys last time through the medium of the sibling as kind of an intermediary. But overall, she is a bit more of a conscious force that can project communication from one point to another, not so much purely Navani. Although, go ahead and roll a either a history or an arcana check, whichever your preference is. And again, since there's no Garrick, you can have advantage.
I'm like, do I want -1 or negative?
Yes, they will give you two different bits of information as well. So,
Son of a bitch. I like history.
okay.
Oh, we're not going to do that. We're going to do that.
Not the worst. You have an interesting thought, actually. There, you know that Dalinar is a bondsmith, and he's specifically bound to the Stormfather, which was essentially the leftover power and spren of honor, one of the shards of essentially God. And then there's the Tower Spren, which is kind of like a bound middle ground. And then thirdly, there is the Night Watcher, the creature of cultivation that you went and met to get your boon those many years ago.
Oh yeah, I love her.
So it's interesting as you are going through your thinking. Okay, well, if Dalinar could bond the Stormfather, then somebody should be able to bond the Tower, and also somebody should be able to bond the Night Mother, theoretically, which could give quite the power boost to any given situation.
Yeah.
But,
Light
yeah,
bulb.
that's about the thought process that you're getting as you're looking around in this room.
Is there any books about binding that I can tell? Garrick still
Can you read?
happens to have his hand on my shoulder.
So the magic is with you. However, the books don't translate to anything because you can't read in the first place.
Oh, well,
So
son of a bitch.
they would shift to whatever language that you speak best, but you don't
Yeah,
you
I get it.
unfortunately don't
I
read
get it. I get it. I get it.
Literacy's a real bitch.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, well that's cute and adorable. I love it.
Okay.
Could I by chance do the Arcana but not have advantage and give it a
Sure.
shot?
Yeah, I'll let you do it.
Fuck. Okay. Well, anyways, moving on.
Yeah, roll one more. Just curious.
God, I love you.
Um, it appears that the sibling is primarily located within that pillar. So, the one that has the bubble around it right now. So, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. If you were to have the node be partially corrupted again and the barrier break down, then yes, the enemy gains access and the possibility to fully corrupt the tower spren. However, it also opens up the opportunity for someone to bond the tower spren as well, which would then revamp the tower's protections and suppress all the fused power within and make them like the radiants that are currently passed out and in a coma, basically.
So realistically, we could have Cal possibly, or one of us.
Just depends on who the tower would accept as an individual to bond.
Is there a potential that it would choose not to?
There's.
Sweet Jesus. Okay, well, that's sick. That's good information.
I'm here. I'm just laying on the couch with a heating pad. You'll see how long I last before I just need to call it.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are pretty much finished up with the scouting area here right now, anyways. So, yeah,
we need to get the fuck out.
All right. With the natural 20 persuasion, you are able to get out without any real fuss or muss,
Oh, sick.
and eventually find your way back to the broom closet.
I'm glad that benefited us on the way back too.
Yeah, same. Mainly because I can't get up.
Yes. Alrighty. Well, just so that you don't have to suffer, sir, we could go ahead and finish that section there. Varix, we will continue some other stuff with you more personally, since you're the only member of the group here.
I'm sorry, I'm dying.
That's
No,
okay.
you're fine. Go die in bed.
I'm lactose intolerant, but I can't help but love cheese.
I mean, can you argue with that? Nope.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Fuck.
Yes, go die
You
in
can
bed.
always watch. You can always watch this later.
Yes. All right.
All right.
Cool. Varix, you get back up and you will see as Garrick just passes the fuck out too.
Yeah, he's fine.
Just you and Cal now.
Well, bro, and then I'm gonna relay all that ungodly amount of information I just figured out.
Okay. As you do, you'll see him kind of just nod slowly.
I know, bro.
Okay, so the last node's coming up, and theoretically, the only way to break the stalemate would be to allow it to become partially corrupted, but not fully.
Yeah. And then that opens the opportunity for somebody to be bound to said tower spren. Which I don't know if that would help you at all, because you got this weird other god attached to you.
Oh yes, I gotta love old Odium just showing me what's already in my mind. You just hear him start to grumble incoherently for a few seconds.
I know.
Anyways,
That sucks ass. I get it. I don't know how to help you though. I don't know.
yeah, no, it's a real pain in the ass. Just so tired.
I know.
Anyways,
But do you think that would help you?
I don't know if she'd take me. a mess, and I don't even know how it would work with me having a sprint already. With that superseded, I don't think I could.
Oh, it like would replace your sprint.
I don't know. I don't know the mechanics of it. Like, I don't know if it would replace Syl. I don't think I could unbind Syl and still be okay.
Can we ask Sil if that's what would happen?
Let
Or
me-
Appy? What's up, Appy?
yeah, I've been a boulder all this time.
You're cute and adorable. So what's up?
See him give you a little flex
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
I mean, it depends. The tower sprint I heard from my grandpoppies was a particular type of sprint. Really had a tough time trusting people after a while. So I I don't know, to be honest. The recreants was kind of hard. All those sprint just dying because the knights broke their oaths. It was kind of brutal.
That sounds awful.
But no, I mean, to hell, theoretically, like I said, I think you could have multiple bonds, but they might get tricky, and especially if there's not necessarily a personality match, then they may just outright ignore you. So,
You think there's a way that we could prep for this?
prepping, I don't know, probably I guess just talking to it, trying to figure out what type of person it wants. I mean, who knows? Honestly, thing I got most curious about is that we happen to got a group here that, and you see him point actually at every single member of your little quintuple, your little group of 4. All y'all have been touched by the Night Mother at some point. Some of you by cultivation. Curious, right? I mean, a group of you would be sent here while the others were sent back to God knows where.
That is weird.
I don't know. All I know is cultivation has plans on plans, like Odium has plans on plans. So I imagine everybody's here for a reason. If it ain't to get that bond to one of you guys, it's maybe to get that bond onto someone else.
So we just got to bring the squad.
Yeah, I mean, hell, once you get to the end here, once that node is corrupted, it's on. That's it. It's either Urithiru is completely lost and the home of the Radiance is just surrendered, or we win.
What do you think, Odium? Or Odium? Kaladin.
What do you think, Odium? I think that's a terrible idea.
Yes.
You should not do that. Let me tell you.
Kaladin, you think it's time for the last stand?
I think if I can't get myself to sleep here within the next couple days, it's going to be kind of lights out for me anyway. So
It's last stand
Yeah.
time.
yeah, we're getting there. We're going to have to kind of gear up, make sure we're all good to go, and then
It's the final
get to
countdown.
that last node. Yeah, get to that last node, let them corrupt it a bit, and then take them out, destroy the node, and then immediately we are going to have to fight our way down to the basement again.
Whew, that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah. So
Is there anybody else we can recruit?
if we get Leshwi on our side, or at least not going against us, then I think that'd be probably the best option we have. She seems to be definitely the most honorable of the few that I've run across, and I don't think that she likes what's happening to both the fused who are, or rather the singers who are being forced into labor within the tower, or what is happening to the humans. So, besides, after my stunt the other day, did you notice a lot of them had marks on their forehead of the Shash brand? So, sounds like the humans might be getting a little bit antsy.
Yeah. So that's going to be
But
goal
yeah.
number 1. Try to convince
Yeah.
her to not be against us at least.
Yeah. And then we're gonna need to. As soon as the tower comes back up, the radiance should come back up too. So we'll have a decent back force. And then I think we're probably going to have to make sure that our Stormlight reserves are either expanded or topped off for when that happens.
And we got quite a hefty list ahead of us.
Yeah, so let's break it down into pieces, I suppose. We got to send somebody to meet with Fleshly. That'll probably either be some of us in disguise, or we could send down Relaine to have a conversation. After that, we're going to need to see if we could procure some Stormlight, and then lastly, we're either going to have to wait until the tower tells us where the last node is, because the Parshendi are getting close, or we're going to have to convince her to, well, them, I suppose, to tell us where it is so we could get there in advance.
How do we talk to them?
Well, you know, presumably they'll pop back up here at some point.
We did the other day, and I think we fucked that up.
I mean, nothing could be fucked up for too long, hopefully. But anyways,
We weren't mean.
yeah, that's true. But yeah, no, I think that might just be that might be our end game here. We're kind of getting ready to finish up.
Oh shit!
Uh,
All right.
once we are done as well, all magic should pop back up. So if you have any items that could be of particular use in that moment, then you should definitely be ready to use them.
Oh
I
yeah.
did when I was running away from the pursuer the other day. I kind of got blown out into that storm and managed briefly to get in contact with Dalinar with regards to the invasion, but I wasn't able to give him many details. Presumably, he knows that Uruthir is taken by now. However, for him to get any sort of forces up here, he would need to send windrunners flying with soldiers to the edge of the tower's effects and then put them down and basically have a mounted invasion. So it's kind of a mess. We're not really getting help here. We need to pretty much do this ourselves as the few radiants fill up.
Whew. All right.
Okay. Well,
Let's put our
take
hands
stock.
in.
just the two of you.
Just the two of
And
us.
you see a little appy roll down your wrist and put a hand on.
Like, come on, Appy, get in there. We're
And
Sith.
you'll see a sill
Sill.
appear. Yeah, put a tiny little hand on too.
There she is. All right,
It's
let's
not
do
dying.
this. To victory!
All right.
Scroll
You
over with your mouse
guys-
cursors and right click.
Scroll over. Bing. All right. Cool. Well, that deserves a ceremonial 1d420. Yeah, very good.
Oh, very good. I'll roll one in a second.
And back on the other side of the world in Shadesmore. Okie dokie. Lil and Pedro, you guys find your way to Wakefulness the next morning as the rest of the expedition seems to be gathering their items and being ready to go and meet the honor sprint at Lasting Integrity. What are you guys doing? By the way, Pedro, as you wake up, all of the compulsions given to you from the previous day seem to be dissipated.
Well, that's good. The way things are going, I'm gonna start off today with a little drinky poo. Not a heavy one, but a little drinky poo.
Okay, concept.
This is gonna be a nat one. I can just feel it in my McNuggets.
Mm. Huh?
No, but close.
Same as yesterday. You're chilling. All right. Lil, what do?
Do I have time to read this any more of this book?
Sure. Investigation.
Investigation. It's cool.
Okay. Yes. So having had a night to rest on it, as you come back, you realize, oh, the reason why they were talking so much about the shape of the city is that that's the basis of the Aeons. Like Unidom's basis were in physical structures, it seems Elantris's are as well. There's kind of a basic formula to it, and it's interesting. Roll a intelligence check for me real quick.
We're doing okay.
As you kind of look at the section that you're reading and flip back to the front map, and then flip back and flip back, flip front, you're like, oh, okay. So like the shape of the city is the shape, like the basic shape of any given Aeon. And there's like alterations that you make around it in order to gain extra effects. So it's an interesting one. As you kind of tentatively poke out your finger and create the basic rune, it hangs in the air and doesn't do anything at the moment.
Okay. Interesting.
But as you continue, you start to get various different addition runes that can be added in order to produce different sorts of effects. As you are currently so far away from Elantris proper, they will be significantly weaker. You're getting the vibe of. But your Unidum runes, on the other hand, and have some sort of strange direct link given to you by that genie. So they are not diminished in comparison. So you can, in addition to that base rune, add the other runes that you learned in Unidum in order to still have producible effects.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, you're about 2/3 of the way through the book currently.
Okay. I don't think I want to try anything just yet. But...
Okay. Cool. All right, you make your way out to Mr. Pedro and the rest of the group.
Yes.
Very cool. As you do, roll a Arcana check. Okay. Yeah, you're getting the vibe that whatever magic was on Pedro, it still is on Pedro.
Okay.
Pedro, you can now open up the jar at the moment if you want to.
No, I'm saving it for a really bad time to use it now.
Yeah. Okay.
Shadesmar's caused me problems. I'm gonna cause more.
More than the chasm fiend god that is currently making its way across the continent.
Hey man, that's later us's problem.
Yeah, you're goddamn right.
And it may not even be these characters. It may be future characters that are gonna have a giant fucking problem.
All right. So no opening of the jar then.
Not yet.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty. You all meet up with Adolin, and he's going to kind of slap his hands together and kind of give him a nice clap. Alrighty. Well, folks, and this is fucking... It's a weird sight as you guys look at him because, goddamn, this dude was like insanguinated and fucking stabbed as shit yesterday, and he looks chipper as fuck today.
Well, you're looking much better today.
Oh, yeah, no, they healed me right up. You guys in your Stormlight. It's quite the thing. Anyways,
Did you find the flask I left you?
oh, is that what that was? I thought somebody gave me bad water.
No, I figured it was a return for some of the wine you were sharing with me.
Yeah. Well, my wine tastes a lot better, but hey, I appreciate any last little drop. As you see him tuck the flask into his pocket.
Cheers, as I take another sip from my water pouch.
Alrighty. And it's funny because it is like it's an actual pouch. So it's like you're tipping a like a leather like small leather
Wait, so
pouch
you're
just into your
telling me that you have created D&D Slap the Bag?
yeah, it's basically just a goon bag. It's fucking
Okay, I'm gonna rephrase and put some freshness on this. I am gonna hold the bag above my head, slap it like a baby's ass, and just like basically make a funnel out of it.
okay.
Just start pouring it into my mouth a little bit.
You have fun. Alrighty. So folks, quick return to plan here. Mr. Nodum, you can certainly join us if you want. But who knows how things will go with the honor sprint. I know that you kind of broke some rules last time with us. So if you want to come, feel free to. If not, I completely understand. In any case, rest of yous. First things first, we're going to need to mount up everything, essentially get ready, go, and prepare our case towards the honor sprint. I have, and you'll see him produce 3 different envelopes from his bag. I have a treatise from Finn of Thalen City, as well as one from my cousin and my auntie as to why we should be allowed in. Hopefully those work, and we will be allowed to at least present our case as to why the honor sprint should come into the world and start bonding more windrunners. Besides that, not really any major form of plans on my side. Anything that you guys wish to present before we do?
I'm gonna share the alternate entrances just in case his plan doesn't work out as he wishes.
Okay.
I am also going to share my my compasses finding.
That's curious. I don't know why I'd be pointing to Maya, and you see him give her kind of like a little side hug and a pat on the back. But I'll definitely keep that in mind. Thank you.
Compass doesn't explain why, but it has worked so far. So I trust it.
Okie dokie. Well, cool.
So treat that as an ace in the hole as you may.
Nice. Alrighty. Fantastic. Well, with that, let's go ahead and get her going. I think that the exits that Lil pointed out are probably better for in case we need to make a swift retreat rather than to sneak in. I don't think that sneaking in is going to do us too much. So,
Okay.
cool. Alrighty, let's get her going. As you'll see him mount up Sureblood and walk down the ramp. As you all approach Lasting Integrity, you will walk up and see 4 honor sprint descending down from the opening gates of Lasting Integrity to seemingly meet you halfway. 2 of them are not armed and appear to be in kind of ceremonial robes, and then 2 of them in the back are holding spears. Halt! Who goes there? My name is Adolin Colin. I am a representative of the bondsmith Dalinar Colin. You'll see kind of a few murmurs back and forth. Ah, yes, the bondsmith. And what is your purpose here? We wish to present our case with regards to why the Honor Sprint should more readily come into the world and assist with the war effort. No, I do not believe that we will be hearing those, as you'll see Adolin producing the documents. I am not necessarily the most loquacious individual. However, I do wish to present arguments from several of the uh, most eloquent women that I know, as you'll see him hand the packet over to what seems to be the headsprin. He will look at it for a moment, look up at Adolin before ripping it in half and throwing it off the bridge without even reading it. No. Your ancestors unfortunately managed to kill just about all intelligence sprint of a generation during the recreance. So, unless you want us to jail you, I would highly suggest you turn around right now. As you'll see the honor sprint turn around and begin walking in the opposite direction. You'll see Adolin kind of looking back at you guys for a second. Any last second ideas?
Looks over to Maya.
Lil, you got anything?
Hey, hey, Pedro,
Yes.
you still got that jar?
I know it. Let me gather myself before I continue role playing. Yeah, I have it. Why would you bring that up at this point like this?
Well, I have no other ideas. You have no other ideas.
My
Adolin has
idea
no
was
other
to have
ideas.
Maya speak with him.
Well,
Unfortunately, dead eyes don't speak.
that's not going to work. So, I mean, ultimately, it's up to you. I know you're not having a good time in this place, but I don't know how many more options we have at this point.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that you need to do whatever you need to do with that jar to make sure that we can get into this here place.
Well, that sounds like something I'm gonna get compelled to do.
Hey man, what he did it vaguely enough that you could technically interpret it whichever way you so desire. So, what are you doing with the jar? You got to do something with the jar. It could be putting it away in your bag, or it could be putting opening it up.
Well, unfortunately, I know the answer that I want to do, but however, Lowell forgets that my character has an extremely low wisdom score. So I am opening that jar because it is not a wise choice to do so right now. And well, that's just kind of where we're at.
Already.
Sleight of hand, I know
Yeah.
the drill.
Yeah.
I know the drill at this point. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh no,
fucking
brother.
no.
Why now? Why now?
Brother, this was your suggestion. I'm
No.
still sitting here trying to come up with alternatives.
Uh,
This time it's on you, Kim.
I don't I I didn't roll the natural one here, brother.
No, but I'm cursed.
yes. Go ahead and roll. Speaking of curses, 3d100, please.
Oh no. Is there any way that these could be good?
Oh no, absolutely not. I know which two are left,
Okay.
my guy. There are two left. Do you
Your
know
own
what they are before
D100
I
though.
hit this roll? Before I hit
Yeah, I
enter?
do. Yeah, I sure do.
It's not good.
Okay.
And well, they're all low rolls, so
It's funny.
oh fuck.
Cam, heads or tails?
Let's go tails. It never fails.
Okay, so heads 1, tails 2. Okay, this is very funny.
Oh fuck.
Cam, your character cannot willingly kill/spare the life of any living creatures. Higher or lower?
Higher.
Okay. If you get higher, it's spare. If you get lower, it's kill. Okay. You cannot willingly kill any creature for some amount of time.
Okay.
All right. Next up, 48 and then 49. Okay. Easy enough. Yeah, this is funny. Pedro, all of your clothing is just teleported about 3 feet away from your body. And as you try to reach for it, it's always just slightly out of reach.
Brother, I'm just throwing out there, Pedro, just as Luis has enough confidence in his body, I am now standing there full Superman pose.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, if there was a ledge, it'd be Captain Morgan.
Pedro, now's not the time to get naked. What are you doing?
And then this is. Do you want something funny that's a pain in the ass, or do you want a reroll?
Well, at this moment in time, okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
If I take the reroll, will you tell me what the funny and inconvenient thing is?
Sure.
Okay. I will take the reroll because at this point I would try not to have any more inconvenience. However, I will say if I get 49 again, I would like it to be even funnier and more inconvenient.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your
I'm
advantage.
doubling down on that one.
Okay.
All right. What was the funny and inconvenient thing before you look this up?
Every day you roll to know what your spoken languages are that you understand. See what I mean? It's like, God, it's like a 2 out of like fucking 20 chance that you could speak to somebody on that day.
I mean, that would have been really, really good for Marshall. The fact that he's
That would
not
have been
here,
priceless as
that-
fuck.
Just real inconvenient.
I would have had to chat GPT. I would have had to Google Translate a bunch of languages.
This is so fucking funny. Pedro, you are convinced that magic does not exist. No matter what proof or anything that's shown to you, you do not believe magic.
Okay, I have a question for this one. So, is this like I don't believe magic exists? Is I believe that everything that we are able to do magic-wise is purely scientifically backed?
Hey, whatever you need to do to explain it to yourself, but you just there is not any sort of thing as magic. Okay.
All right. Yeah. All right. I will figure this one out. All right.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
guessing that's for one of the two things I released.
Oh no, those are the 3 curses sandwiched in between the last 2. You will have the last 2 poke up, and while you're going about this, at the same time you're gonna see Adolin look over, be like, "This isn't very helpful." Then turn around. Wait. I wish to stand trial for the crimes of the Radiance during the Recreance. At which point you'll see them stop, turn around. You understand what you're saying, right? I understand. Very well, then I accept. You may bring 5 of your companions in with you. The rest must remain in your ship outside. You will stand trial tomorrow morning. As you'll see Adolin turn around, pick Shallan, Maya, the two of you, as well as Notum, who did decide to come with you guys as you go on in, and you are allowed to bring your Sprin in as well. You are escorted promptly to what appears to be not a prison, however, a heavily guarded room is the best way to put it. And lasting integrity is fucking interesting. As you walk in, you will see that the city is, as much as it was like a full straight-on tower, the inside is hollow, interestingly enough. And you see on the walls, the gravity seems to shift in each direction as you'll see individuals walking flat and then taking a step onto the wall as suddenly their gravity shifts to that direction. You'll see anything from... Oop, I just accidentally created a folder that I did not mean to create. Wait, nope. Keep folder content. There we go. You will see a park and many buildings along with it. It's a very, very interesting sight to behold. But in any case, as you all are escorted to your room and left in there, the pot the jar which has been largely opened at this point and kind of spewing these various different curses out, finally has two strange creatures follow out one after the next. The first one you'll see will look like a smaller skeleton that is pretty much just a skull, along with these two spindly arms that grab the side of the lid and pull up. What can I do for you?
That's what the two spirits pop up and ask me.
The first of the spirits, the little skeleton one.
I would like you to bring the demise to the thing that I brought forth into this world.
Which one?
Great question. The most dangerous.
That's a silly thing to say. They're both the same amount of dangerous.
The one that's harder to kill, then.
Yeah, that's not helping.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Good luck.
I'm gonna save us some time later. The spirited evil version of myself.
You'll see it look up for a second. Oh. No, I can't touch that. That's other magic.
Oh, God.
Can I help you with anything else?
Can you bring my brother back?
Sure. I can do that.
Oh God.
As you'll see it disappear.
I may have gotten a message while recontemplating that, and it would have been a compulsion if he said it out loud, so I did it anyways.
Yeah. Okay. The second one you'll see looks like a tiny little ball of lightning that strikes out, looks at you, looks at Lowell, looks at you, looks at Lowell, looks at you. Hello? How can I help?
All right, this is the only thing that I believe that should help us and shouldn't be a giant, giant fuck up. I wish to understand the entire history of the Knights Radiant.
Mhm. 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 And whom am I speaking to?
Adrio Crocodilo.
Very good. As you'll see it disappear.
Why did it ask who it was talking to? Did Luis actually come back?
I'm so confused.
Luis, are you in there?
Bro, I think I'm over a lifetime on this place.
Roll an intelligence check, both of you.
Oh no, my intelligence is shit. Oh, let's go.
Okay. Lowell, you got over the 20 that was needed to parse this out. And I'm going to send you a message related to it because it's fucking hilarious.
Sick.
Yo.
Oh, hey, just in time for what could be the end of session and the world as we know it.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Better late than never, I suppose. Can't tell if Tracy's just contemplating or very disappointed in me.
No, I'm sending a message.
Oh. Looking fly with that slick back hair, my boy.
Mike.
Oh, by the way, Jake, just so that you know something that we're gonna have to deal with in the future, either this campaign or next, I have unleashed the Chasm Fiend God upon the world.
You would.
Yes. Cam, would you mind turning on your camera for a second just so I could see your reaction as you read this?
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Because it'll be very amusing to me.
Cam, if this is something that you're gonna tell me, please wait, because right now it's everything's so bad that has happened here.
Mhm. Oh no. Oh no.
That good, huh?
Praise is getting decided that this
Yeah.
trip to Shadesmar was going to be his personal vendetta revenge against every stupid thing I've ever done in his campaign.
Oh.
I'm not sharing that. I'm gonna just let him be the
Oh,
bearer of
no.
his own news. Interesting. Well, okay.
Well, friends, so there's this fresh bottle of bleach in the cabinets.
But you will certainly agree, I'm sure, Cam, that it all makes sense.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Uh,
Pedro, let's see if you
Poor
could
guy.
go ahead and roll another intelligence check. I'm curious if you get above a 20.
I guarantee you, I roll less than a 5 on this dice. Nope.
Nope.
Okay,
Okay.
not less than a 5, but
Yeah, you're thonking and you're like you're looking over at Lowell, who's just kind of he's giving you just a little grin, and he just like walks off to his side of the chambers.
It's like I'm like, okay, I'm I'm trying not to show him just how fucking yeah.
all right,
It's
Luis is
coming.
now heavily drinking because I, as a human being, want to right now, and I can't because I have shit I gotta do tomorrow morning.
What's funny is that your mess up there is half the explanation.
Me drinking?
Mm-mm. In any case, Pedro, as you look down at the now open jar, you do see something just very small at the very bottom, and it's just kind of like a silvery gold strange little slime creature down at the bottom.
Well, I don't believe in magic, so I'm not gonna check it. I'm just gonna pick it the fuck up and try and figure out what it is.
You
I know
will
what it is.
you will pick it up, and as you are getting closer to letting it out of the jar, you'll just hear, "Are you sure you want to let me out?"
Can't get any worse than everything else that's happened so far. Well, that's a lie. It's probably going to, but fuck it. We've been doubling down this whole time.
All right. You pull it out of the jar, and you will just feel this immediate weight of the world upon you, as you'll just see it form into what appears to be kind of a small girl. Is there somebody I should go to?
Someone you should go to for what?
I'm what was given to humanity, and as you've let me out, I am somewhat concentrated, and I could be something to help, I suppose. Go ahead and roll uh, an insight check.
Oh, great. Wisdom.
I'm sure it's going to be a natural 20. Don't worry, bud. Okay. Yeah,
The
you're
negative twos of fucking
Yes,
looking
great.
real nice.
You're getting the vibe that whatever this creature is, it's not malicious, and it'll probably answer more questions.
You know what? There is only one person that I trust with whatever this could be, even if it's good. Please go find Kaladin.
Okay, I will.
Wait, I have a question for you.
Nope.
You'll see it linger for a moment. Yes.
Can you explain to me why he got a mirror?
You'll see it look at you, then look back at him. I think you know. You figured it out about 4 minutes ago.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
As you'll see it disappear.
I don't think I can share that with you.
Well, now I know you know what exactly. God, this is out of character conversation, but that we're gonna get into the role play now. What? Okay? So you know why I have this. You have some explaining to do, and I get real uncomfortably close to him for how absolutely bare ass naked I am. I mean, my junk just about resting on him. Close to him.
Oh,
By the
Jake,
way, Jake, my clothes are now cursed to be like 3 feet away from me, floating in air right now.
you know whose curse that's based off of there, Jake?
Oh goodness. Off the top of my head, I can't say, but I'm fucking beat. It's been a long ass day.
It
Ah.
was it starts with a T. Oh, Tantalus.
Oh, yep. That makes You just do they move away from him every time he reaches for him?
Yep.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, but here's the thing:
gotta be
I'm
quicker than
not
that.
reaching for him because I'm Pedro and I'm overconfident.
Anyways, yeah. So Lowell, he's very, very close to you and very, very naked.
I'm gonna ask you one time, please take a step back.
Before we get sausage links.
You take a step back.
All right, I didn't want to do this, but if you don't tell me, I'm gonna keep doing this. Immediately begins the helicopter.
Oh
Guards!
no.
Guards!
Hang on.
You,
I need to see how great this is. It's not good, but it's there. We're not this is not looking. This is an out of spite helicopter.
Lowell, you just need to say one word.
Stop.
Tell me what's
you
going
stop
on.
immediately.
All right.
I think you're gonna have to do some inner soul searching when we have the available time, because I don't think now is the best time for that. But
I need to know what the hell is going on with this mirror.
yeah, well, you'll find out one day, and I think you'll enjoy the days that you didn't know. So just, really do some soul searching. Look.
And we'll be back next week, hopefully.
All right.
Please.
Yeah.
I looked forward to this all week, and now I regret showing up tonight. Thanks. Thanks, dice rolls.
The only thing I'll give you is that the only reason it happened like you happened is because the requests were in the order that they were in. Anyways, alrighty. Mr. Pellinar, you wake the fuck up and you see.
Now I'm even more confused.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go sit on the couch and contemplate my bad life choices.
Okay, you
I'm
go do
gonna be
that.
listening.
Oh.
Varix, you will look over at Pellinar, who is currently getting out of bed. Pellinar, you look down, you see Teft still passed out. Dabid playing with Yarn, still mute. Relaine, pass the fuck out. Lift, pass the fuck out. Garrick, pass the fuck out. Kaladin, slumped up against a wall, currently lightly banging his head against a spear. And then there's Varix, who's just looking down at you.
Welcome back.
I turn and yawn. Oh, look at Varix. What's up? Look over at Kaladin. Oh, he's not looking too good.
No.
I'm gonna walk over and sit next to him. Hey, buddy.
We have a
What you
plan.
doing?
We have a plan though, so don't fuck it up.
Oh, hey, Pellinar, I forgot to mention, I kind of beat you to that task that I set you to. Kind of set up that like group help session before you got the chance to. So whenever we get
Hey,
out of the
it's okay, buddy.
situation, feel free to join.
Of course. I think it's a great idea. Do you want to get a jump start on things? You got some feelings you need to talk about?
I'm tired, man. So fucking tired. Anyways, no, we got a plan though. Like we're kind of coming down to the end game here. You want to explain it there, eyebrows?
I can do that. we know nothing. You are now up to speed. Just kidding.
Sounds like a day that ends in Y.
Sounds like a day to remember. No, we
I've
need
heard that's
to.
a band.
We have a lot to do. Like a lot to do. All right, I keep forgetting that lady's name. The fucking captain lady
Navani?
that no, not Navani, the
Leshway.
other Leshway. We need to convince her to not either attack us while we do our raid and or convince her to join us. She doesn't seem to be a fan of how people are being treated here at all. Human and I keep wanting to call them Fae.
Or Shindy.
No, not the
Or singers.
Parsonity. The singers, yes, the singers.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Just
Oh,
different
okay.
terms.
Still
for the same
Parshendi.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so that'll lessen the blow, make things a lot less difficult. We need to armor up, get some Stormlight. We have to let is there a special name for that crystal?
Just the node.
It's like a node crystal. We gotta let it halfway corrupt to break the connection with the
barrier
tower
window.
spring. And hopefully one of us in our group can bind to it. And Appy said it's kind of weird that the group that's here has all touched the Night Mother, and we all happen to be here for when the tower might need a new person to be bound to.
Hmm.
So we got a lot of shit to do.
Okay.
And Kaladin's tired as balls. Lift and Garrick, they're tired too, I guess. So here we are.
All right then. Well,
We know some stuff, so now you're up to speed.
so what's the first step? What do we do next?
Well, Kaladin gave a couple options for convincing the Loch Ness Monster about fighting against us or not. Lachey or Lashar or
Lesh, we.
Lashui. God, sorry, that was a hard one for me.
You're going to seduce her, right?
Me personally, with my +2 persuasion, maybe. I do have devilishly good looking eyebrows.
She might be into those.
But Kaladin said that we might be able to send. Starts with an R.
Renarin or Relaine?
Relaine, yes.
Yeah, one of the two.
We don't have Renarin here. Renarin's with his pops.
Oh yeah, that's right. Send her down to talk to her and convince. Or we can go down as disguised as a group. Or a couple of us.
So we found Relaine?
Yes, Relaine was procured
Okay.
last time. You pulled him off the line, if you remember.
Oh yes, I do. I do now.
And then yeah, besides that, we also have like he said, finding some more Stormlight or convincing the Tower Sprint to tell us where the node is early.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that part.
So whichever one that we want to, but in any case, we're gonna wait for the other two to wake up to make any firm decisions, but just wanted to get you thinking about it.
Okay. Start formulating a plan here.
Jess.
Yes, once the tower is hopefully flipped over to our side and bonded, then the magic will turn back on. So if you have any items that have any sort of special effects, be ready to use them, as they should turn back on. And the tower's defenses should also flip back on, so any fused in the area should pass the fuck out, basically, like the Radiance did.
That's a thing. We're doing.
I have
things.
sticky rocks and a chisel.
And
Very good.
I have a hammer.
Very good.
It works
Okay.
well with my chisel too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. I have a spear and a scalpel. It looks like the two of them have some short swords. Alrighty, let's take back a tower.
Let's do that.
Alrighty. And with that, we'll go ahead and pick up next week with the real important shiznit coming up. We'll probably only have like 2-ish more sessions in this big arc here. And then we will be
Okay.
on to the last little bit.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
All
Nice.
right, boys. I'll catch you on the
Oh,
flip
you're
Before-
side.
telling me that I have 2 more sessions of this punishment? Great.
Before everyone jets, I am trying to get invitations for the wedding sent out. So go ahead and, when you have the chance, send me your addresses, and I'll get those off to you.
Oh, yeah.
My
Here we go,
address is
dude.
going to be
Don't dox yourself.
my address. Well, I was gonna say my address is gonna be whatever urn that I get put in
Right.
after the next session. So
There you go.